Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged. Knives will come out.
I have decided to name a new heir. I'm your heir.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne, because that is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
We've already been established that in Martin's universe, that no one's safe. I mean, the people you think are going to be there at the very end die in the first season. Like, I know I originally thought Ned Stark's going to be there till the very end. Like, no. So I'm intrigued to see which of these characters that I'm investing in.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to be careful not to invest. And I learned that as the seasons went on, to not do that. Because it feels like the moment I got attached to somebody, like Martin somehow knew and then killed them off in the next episode. And granted, he built them that way to where you cared about them, and then.
I wonder if they're going to go that same route in this one. I wonder if they're going to maybe play it more safe and then not give us so many deaths. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
I think it'll be worse.
You think it'll be worse?
I think it's going to be worse. I think it's going to be such a rotating cast because they're going to kill off so many people.
Well, we had one major death, I guess, or kind of two major deaths.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's the thing. It's like building that. I know that I was reading an article where Martin was actually saying he wants to build out the Game of Thrones universe to be similar to the MCU universe.
Oh, wow.
Where he actually wants to build all that giant web.
Yeah.
And I think he has the capability to do it. It's just, does he have the time and the wherewithal to do it?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he still hasn't finished his next book in the Game of Thrones series.
Right.
So I'm intrigued to see where he's going to put his energies.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was good. It was something that I feel like brought all the fans back.
Yeah.
And a lot of forgiveness was given based off of one episode, which is wild.
Yeah. Not even just forgiveness, just forgetness. I think people just immediately just decided to just forget about it. Yeah. And just move forward. Well, not even short term. It's been a while. But
that's what I meant. I just kind of like blank it out.
Yeah. I actually did rewatch the entire Game of Thrones series.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Okay.
I just finished it maybe 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Okay.
I was ready for it. At this point, I wasn't neither disappointed or anything because I already knew what was happening. It was just nice to see it, and it just made me just more excited for House of Dragons.
Yeah.
So here we are. We got 6 dragons this time, not 3 like a lot. We got 6 full-grown dragons. We got a new heir queen, and we got a really pissed off Damon.
Yep. who was next in line?
Who was next in line?
So going back to your question from earlier, yes, he was robbed. He was next in line for succession based off of how the rules were laid out.
So if the king's son had lived,
then the king's son would be king.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so it's only the fact that just because
it's
that's the daughter.
That's the way their rules are set up. That's why their rules are set up.
I mean, they even had it open in the beginning. There was a potential queen in the beginning.
Yeah.
So
they talked about it.
It's not completely out of the picture because they were already thinking about it. But I mean, like you said, like technically, I mean, this should be the king's heir. The king's kind of offspring, I would think. So that's why in my head, I think it should be.
Well, I feel like you need to build out the universe a little bit more to really answer that question. Because we really don't know the rules around that.
True.
And every kingdom might have their different rules.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Starks might have one rules, the Targaryens might have another, the Lannisters might have another. We don't know. Tarly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they might have another one.
Yeah.
It's like we just don't know. So I think establishing that more would have been beneficial for the clarity of that. But maybe they liked it being muddied.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's obviously going to be the main point of the entire series.
You know what? I'm almost willing to bet that they resolve this particular conflict halfway through the season.
In which way?
That I don't know, but I'm willing to bet that they resolve this just because that's how this writing tends to work.
Yeah.
Is they move on from something like that pretty quickly and suddenly. It doesn't feel like it's.
I don't know.
There's not a lot of. I can't imagine them running this for multiple seasons.
Like Damon fighting to get his place back.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think either he'll start his own kingdom somewhere, and then kind of try to like take over the entire 7 kingdoms that way.
That'd be interesting.
Or somehow he's going to magically end up on the throne and then assassinated before the season's over.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what happens. Like, especially.
So I want you all to roll this one back, and if I called that correctly this early on, I want props in the comments for that. Anyways,
I'll give you props if either one of those comes to fruition. So we'll see. I mean, I have no idea which other way it's going to go, other than they just Damon tries and he dies trying, right? I mean, that's the only other outcome I feel like I could see.
So something else I want to say really quick before we go any further. I know we've been talking a lot. If you are still with us, you're enjoying this video, please give us that big thumbs up. Click the little subscribe button right down here. We would really appreciate it. And also put in your comments. We want to know what you're thinking. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with us? We want to hear all that sort of stuff. All right.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We're back in.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, what else? I'm trying to think of other special moments in the show that really just kind of like, yes, you know, like one of those like.
I don't know if there was any of those moments for me that I was just like, yes, other than the start of being like, oh my gosh, it's starting. It's really happening.
Yeah.
Like seeing the dragons, I think the dragons look so much better now.
Oh yeah.
Like they've done a significantly better job in developing the dragons and their appearance.
One thing, thanks for reminding me. One thing that I did like that they kind of noted was when they were like, "You smell like dragons."
Yeah,
you know, I love that they kind of acknowledged that and sort of brought in like it brought in a different sense into like the whole story. It felt more raw, being able to you know, be like, yeah, you smell like you've been around dragons all day long, you know? It's all like, I don't know, I thought that was cool. They mentioned it a couple times. Like,
so that particular character, I'm drawing a blank on her name, and I shouldn't be drawing a blank on her name. The daughter.
The queen? Or the queen? Or Rheynyra?
Yeah, how do you say it?
Rheynyra?
Rheynyra.
Rheynyra.
Yes. She's giving me totally Aria vibes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, totally Aria vibes.
Yeah, I'd rather be out in the battlefield than being queen. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm digging that. She's like one of my favorite characters in the original series.
Yeah.
So totally digging that.
For sure. Yeah, I'm super excited to see the development of her character.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like little things, like even when she had that conversation with her mom, she said, yeah, I'd rather be out in the battlefield. And she's like, well, actually, this is our battlefield right here. It's like having children.
It's a political,
yeah, it's like part of it. But I just thought that little kind of exchange was interesting to kind of really show that. Because at the same time, it's like, they're not just, like, giving birth is not easy. I mean, obviously, she had, what, like, how many stillborns?
And she said, I kept on doing this.
Yeah, this is like the last time. And she's like, I can't do this anymore, and I'm sorry I gave you dinner. I mean, there's so much, again, the conflict is just there, and so much emotion, just so much being brought in to get invested into these characters, you know, to really understand, like, why is it so important for him to have an heir? You know, it's like,
I mean, I think
many times, you've tried so many times, and, you know, again, she was like, I can only, what did she say, like, bury so many babies or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I think she'd had like 5 stillborns or something like that. Yeah.
Like, overall together, she's like, stillborns and
then girls. Well, yeah.
Or like, stillborns are like in and then afterwards, right? Like, I don't know, I feel like it was like pre-birth and then after birth they died. It was like a combination.
Yeah.
It was like a combination of two or something like that.
Yeah. All right, so diving any further into that. Obviously, we're both tuning in for next week's episode.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
How would you rate this so far?
I mean, so far, there was, I can't say there was anything I didn't like about it. I thought all the characters were on point. I thought, the only thing I didn't like, I thought there was for sure some really bad wigs in this show. The king specifically, I just feel like I could totally see here. It just didn't really feel natural. There's a couple other wigs that I saw during the jousting tournament that I just wasn't a big fan of. But that's like the only thing that I could really.
It's a little bit of costuming.
A little costuming. Okay. Sorry, costume design production team.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, are we rating this now?
Let's rate it. Yeah.
Episode 1, House of Dragons, out of 5 cups.
Out of 5 cups of Java, I'm gonna go with a 4 cups of Java until I see how this pans out. Right now, I'm in it. I'm invested. 3 cups means I'm coming back for another episode. So it means I'm gonna give it more time. 4 means I'm invested. I'm gonna spend time and see where this goes and have these conversations. Like a lot of shows that I'm just like, it's 3 cups. I'll come back and give it up. I'm not gonna really spend the time to like dive in and try to like, I guess, analyze. Whereas like this one, I've analyzed this with a couple friends already.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, I like that. I like a 4. I'm just super stoked that this Game of Thrones world is so back. Like, I'm all about it. Again, I was pumped because I just
You're going high 5, aren't you?
I'm not going 5.
Okay.
Just because, again, it was a great episode. Again, this is episode 1. Great episode 1. Conflict was there. Everything was there. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay.
4.5 out of 5 stars. 0.5 for the wigs.
That's fair.
But I'm just also interested to see where it's coming, where it's going, and I'm just excited for this next Sunday.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, outside of this series, the only series that I'm super excited that's coming out is going to be the Lord of the Rings series. I knew you knew it.
I already knew it.
So I'm so geeked about this. This is like nerd heaven coming up in the next few months.
And I don't know if you heard, but they're going to be releasing it in theaters. Rings of Power is going to be in theaters somewhere. I think select theaters or something like that.
That's awesome.
I don't know if it's just episode 1 or the whole series, but I'm going to go watch it in theaters. There's no way I'm going to just. I mean, I have a pretty good setup at home, but I mean, the theater's a whole different story. So tune in for that review later.
Yes. Awesome. All right, everybody. Before you take off, please, once again, give us that thumbs up, click subscribe, and tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, we'd love to hear what you thought. What did you think about episode 1? Is it better than, well, I don't want to say better than Game of Thrones, but did it bring you back in?
Yes, did it bring you back in?
So let us know what you thought. Let us know what you're looking forward to.
And was he robbed? I want to know. Do you think
Yes, that's a good question.
Yes.
Was he robbed? I think he's saying yes. I'm saying no. But let's hear what you thought. What do you think?
Awesome, everybody. My name's Fehr.
I'm Alex Rodriguez.
Catch y'all next time. Hey, y'all. My name is Fehr, and I'm one of the hosts of Nerd Java. Are you an independent or large studio movie or TV producer? We would love to review your work. Please reach out to us at this email right here, and we'll get back in touch with you. Also, be sure to like and subscribe before you take off from our video. There's a lot more Nerd Java coming your way.